I just came yesterday, and since I arrived, I've been, surprised with the amount of people that are enthusiastic about our sport, the water sports in general here in Bulgaria, and especially from the amount of people that speak English. So it's a great start to see that Bulgaria is already international related and is approaching a new language with a very open mind. So that's the first thing that I really was impressed by. And I think that the community of windsurfers and kiteboarders is actually growing really fast for the first 9 years ago when I first started to work with Peter Montius here. Up to now, it's like the growth has been phenomenal. So I really see that there is a big potential growth for the future here in Bulgaria with the conditions you have both in the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. Between Turkey and Greece and the Black Sea, I think there's a lot of potential growth for our water sports here, so it's really good to see. I never went to the Black Sea, it's the first day I came to Bulgaria, so I will have more excuses to come here and surf with some of the guys over here in the future. I think it's a combination of the two sports. First of all, we have to remember that we need people that go to the water. That's why stand-up paddleboarding for me is like a very important sport to start, to approach the water for people who don't know the water. So just as long as you have somebody who can swim and never try to windsurf or use the wind, first of all we find himself really comfortable to start to paddle on the board, to stand on the board and get going in the water. After this moment, if you enlarge the base of the consumers, of the people that practice the sport in the water, thanks to stand-up paddleboarding, we can go and move to windsurfing or kiteboarding. Windsurfing is much more safe compared to kiteboarding, especially when you have in beaches where you have very little space. So space means that you can really launch yourself also with a kite. So in other areas where you have more beach space in general, you can start how to kite surf. So there is no limitation between kiteboarding and windsurfing, just the fact that the space will actually direct if you can practice one sport or the other. Basically, Pride Germany is our distributor for Germany and is part of Europe as well. So it's definitely we are basically just partners in the distribution of our products in Germany. But of course we are in competition with them in other parts of the world. But in the end, it's not so much about the competition you get, it's the stimulation you get from other suppliers or from other companies. Like Pride has always been a reference for us to develop products at a certain level. Well, basically it's just a matter of doing what you love. And for me, being able to actually design boards and sails and equipment for water sports and clothing for water sports in general is a big privilege, I would say. I'm doing what I love. If I were to do another job, I would probably do this as a hobby. So for me, my job is my hobby, so I can't complain about that. So once you have that sort of, passion and love for what you're doing, I mean, hours you spend on the computer or behind the desk or in the water or with the team riders or anything that I do in the company, for me is really a big pleasure. So I don't see the fatigue or the tiredness. I'm really, really happy to be involved with my company and to make it grow and to really meet people all over the world and to continue to work hard on my products just because this is what I truly love. SUP stands for stand-up paddleboarding, so it's a board that you stand on and you paddle with a paddle. So to me this sport is the bicycle of the water. Anybody can go on a bicycle, anybody can go on SUP on the water. So to me that's the first approach of the people to go in the water and to be able to move on the water, to have the first feeling of standing on the water, using your balance to actually stay on the water. And already for people who never did any water sports, this is just a great feeling. So I really invite all the schools, all the centers, all the shops, anybody that never tried windsurfing, before start to windsurf, try an SUP board, go in the water with a stand-up paddleboard and see exactly how easy it is to be on the water. After you try this, you can move to windsurfing or kiteboarding depending how much you really like the water or how confident you're with the water. But in the beginning, stand-up paddleboarding is the way to go to start to be confident with the water. I think in the PWA season we have really one of the strongest team in racing. So we will expect to have some guys in the podium, that's for sure. And with the new addition of Antoine Albo together with Finia Maynard, Julien Quentel, Pascal Toselli, Andrea Rosati and many other riders from all over the world, Tine Schlabe. We have a really, really fantastic team in the water. And we are thinking that thanks to this type of development or racing field, we will also going to be able to develop better freeride equipment, because speed and control is a perfect equation to also develop easy freeride equipment for everyone. So from the X-Fire family, we have developed as well the Fire Move family, which is really wide-body type of boards, which is this type of board over here. It's basically a board that will allow you to use the width of the board in a way that you really are able to stand on something very easy, very controllable, very wide and easy and safe. But since the rails of the board are very thin, what you do is actually stand really low with your feet on the water. So the combination of having a wide board, compact, with a wide line and thin rails, really allows you to go in the water really fast, to have a lot of control over the water, and to have a great sensation of speed and control. So the Fire Move is a direct development for the X-Fire, but combined with this type of rails and volume, you're able actually to have the best combination of control, speed, and easy access. So the Fire Move family will be an inviting board for a lot of people that are really serious about windsurfing to have an easy approach to the water. That's what we want. Easy approach to the water means more fun. More fun means that people will stay attached to the water and discover the value of the water. The water is our resource. It is the most important resource we have in the planet to discover the real values of nature. So move away from the city, go to the water, and you will discover your happiness again.
Which is your favorite model from your new collection 2012?
Yeah, definitely is the Air Soup for stand-up paddleboarding, the X-Fire for windsurfing on the slalom board, and the Fire Move for easy access freeride board. And for kiting, for sure, is the Vision Kite, which is the easiest approach to the kiting. A kite which is very lightweight, is very easy to water start, is very stable on your head, and it's very, very forgiving on your bar pressure. So the Vision Kite is actually the first access to kiteboarding for our collection, and with the amount of boards we have in the range, we have one board which is called Placebo, which is a phenomenal freeride board. These 4 or 5 products to me are the most important highlights in the product range of RRD, to have people which must be happy and have to have access to water with ease and comfort. That's to me is the key words. Comfortable, happiness. That's what we want to have in the water. Yeah, we have a really successful fashion line which gets inspiration from the performance level of our board range and the performance level of our products all over the world, and it's combined with the Italian style, which basically is attention to details, specific designs, and the use of specific fabrics developed in the Italian, under the Italian tradition. So the mix between let's say the performance heritage that we get from the boards and the Italian lifestyle and experience in making really artisanal product, we're able to do a really nice and very special clothing collection. The clothing collection slogan and also the all product range slogan is called Perf Romance. So performance mixed up with romance, making a beatable package of products that are really exciting and at the same time give you the confidence of buying something which has a soul and is real. It's not just a marketing gimmick, it's not just money spent from an international company to create a fake image. We are real. We go to the water, we develop products for you guys to be happier and have a good style, an incredible style, not just some gimmicks. So trust yourself, you are the one that are really important for us, not just big champions. Anybody in the water can be a champion for us. The important is to keep the motivation, the stamina inside yourself. That's really, really important. My element is water, so I really find I love mountain, but it's not my element. So the snow for me is just a diversification of some family time with my kids and my wife, that since she really loves the mountain. But for me, my element is water, so I just want to do everything that is related to the water. From the very beginning, I said to myself and to my people in the company, I will only develop and do what I truly love. And for me, all the products related to water is the only thing I can develop. Anything else would be fake. Well, I spend most of my time in Italy, where I live in the south part of Tuscany. In the center of Italy is actually one of the places which I love the most. But of course, I spend 3 months a year in the winter, in our winter, which is the South African summer in South Africa, Cape Town. So a really important place for me is also Cape Town, where I have a great variety of conditions. Wind from the left, wind from the right, waves, flat water. You have all kind of variations of wind and waves. So for me, it's an important moment where I actually develop all the products that I do So it's a great balance between Italy and South Africa. I really find myself very comfortable between these two different countries.
So, well, really, Roberto, we thank you very much. And what you want to tell to Bulgarians of us?
Well, you have a great opportunity to be, the next level of Balkanian, let's say, country, which can have a great approach to the water. Balkan is normally, the Balkan culture, I know is very related to land and the culture of land, but don't forget, you have a lot of water around you, by the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. Go to the water and learn about the water, because you have a great chance to be even more free and find yourself more comfortable with the water. So it's just the beginning. Go in the water more and more, you'll be happier and happier, you will see.